Hello, welcome to Max 9 tutorial number 7, presentation mode. Hey, this is actually a patcher in presentation mode. Interesting, right? See how shiny and nice it is? And you sort of feel like there's no working objects in here. Take a quick look. I'm taking it out of presentation mode and unlocking it. And now you could move this stuff around, but you know, once I put it back in presentation mode, and then lock it again, it just looks beautiful. All right, with that in mind, let's go over here to our timer. We are going to make a graphic user interface out of this somehow. And a lot of this stuff is already working, but let's just think about what we need for a timer. We know that we want to be able to start a timer. You want to be able to set the timer. We can set it here to anything we want to. That's great. That's great. 10 push-ups, whatever we want. And we need to be able to start it. So let's unlock it and just make a start button. I'm going to put it all in caps. And so there's my start button. And how are we going to start this thing? Well, I'm going to put this up near the top because I imagine that the start button is going to be up near the top. What will turn this on and operating? We have a 0 going to it that we know will turn it off. So if we send it any number, let's say a 1, it will turn on. So let's go ahead and make another message that is a 1. Okay, start, sends a 1 down to this. Okay. We're also going to want to be able to stop it. Why not? So here, I'm just going to do my little shortcuts here. I dragged over both of them, and I'm going to drag them over here, and I'm going to say 3 clicks there and stop. You want to be able to stop it, right? But to hit stop, we know this uses a 0 here, and so we're going to use a 0 here. We could connect this all the way down to that 0 or even this bang, but let's just keep this here. So we have that working. We can start it, we can stop it. One of the things that I noticed about this timer before, maybe I should just do it, here, let's make it the quickest one, 10 seconds. So we go ahead and we start it, so that's working. It's always good to test your stuff, by the way. And there, we saw that it went and it shut off, and we know that therefore it stopped. But it doesn't feel very satisfying. We don't know that anything happened yet. So I'm going to guess that what we could do here is we could make something that stays lit when... I'm sorry I'm talking so slow. We want something that stays illuminated when the timer's gone off, and until you either reset the timer or stop it, it stays illuminated. So let's make a new object, and we are going to call it LED. And so what does an LED do? An LED, well, like many things, it turns on with a 1 and it turns off with a 0. So we're going to make a message of 1 and say, okay, you are going to turn on when this timer reaches the end, and when it reaches the end, that's this bang, but this is sending a 0, and we want a 1. So we're going to go directly from the button, excuse me, over to this 1. And we're just working this out bit by bit here. So let's have some patience here. So start, and it starts counting. Thank goodness I didn't make this like 115 seconds. This would be a very, very long video. Bang! Look at that. It came right on and it stayed on. So that's super cool. How would it be then? Reset. We have two things also that we want to reset. If we hit stop, we're going to want to reset this counter. And if we change this time, we're going to want to reset this counter. So it seems like this menu here is kind of the thing that's going to do the resetting for us, right? So if every time we change this, it first resets everything and then sends this number out. I think that would be the best case scenario. So, and it also gives us the opportunity to learn a new object. So go ahead and type N, type the letter T, or you can type trigger, but a T is short for trigger, and you can see it down here too. It says send input to many devices, and down here it says send input to many devices. Okay, so hit the space bar, and what a trigger does is it sends out anything you tell it to. I'm going to try a couple things so that you understand what I'm kind of saying here. So I'm going to type a B, that would be a bang, and I'm going to type a 0. Don't type an O, by the way, it'll send out the letter O. Type a 0, then hit the space bar again and type another B. Okay? And I may have to change this, but I just wanted to be able to explain what it is that a trigger does. What a trigger does is when anything comes in here, anything, it goes through this from right to left, not left to right. It goes bang, that would come out here, first thing, output order 1, and then it would go to here, output order 2, it would send out a 0, and output order 3, it will send out a bang. And what we'll do is learn another quick trick here. We'll grab this and move it around with our pointer. Don't let go of it, but just push the shift key down. And bonk, let the shift key up, and it automatically attaches itself. Okay, so this is going to get the last bang, and if we hit stop here, we want it to do the same thing. We want it to bang whatever it banged before here, and we want it to send a 0 down to this this LED down here. Let's move this over here, and then we'll command Y this thing into shape, so it'll make everything neat. Okay, there we go. So let's think about what we've got here. We got every time we select this, it's going to turn this off. That's good. Every time we hit stop, it's going to do this. It's going to do that. Is it going to reset? This counter is also what it should do, the very first thing. So I just got lucky in a weird way. We want to reset the counter every time we do that. Every time we change this, we want it to turn off. So I'm going to just go right down here to this bang and command Y that just for a tiny bit of neatness. It's not very neat, but it's all we got. Oh, how messy. Well, another time. Okay, let's go ahead and test this thing. I'm going to lock the patcher. I'm going to click 10 seconds, make sure nothing gets... Notice our light turned off and counters at 0. Everything looks good. Let's hit start. And we just want to make sure that everything does what it's supposed to do. So we're almost up to 10 here. This thing turned on. Everything is looking good. And let's go ahead down to 10 push-ups now. Oh, miracle of miracles. This thing turned itself back off. That's what we wanted. It made sure this was off. Now, let's do a false start here. We're starting and then we're like, no, you know what? Stop. I want to, oh my gosh. I don't really want to a perfect cup of tea because that's like 56 seconds, but let's just say I did. Okay. Start that, and good, it started counting again at the bottom. It wasn't doing that before. It would start wherever. And so now it's going to count to... It counted to 10. We did something wrong. What did we do wrong? Oh, I see the problem. This should not be feeding this select over here because it's banging it, and that is just it's just going out the first one, or it's doing something. I'm not sure what it is. So let's undo that. You got to do a lot of troubleshooting in this. Don't think that at some point you're going to be free from troubleshooting stuff. You always have to troubleshoot. And you always have to make things neater. Okay, so this has made things somewhat simpler. So now, when we hit the stop or this, it's going to only, the first thing it's going to do is shut the counter off and reset it, and then it's going to send a 0 out to this. So let's make sure that this is now working. We're going to go for a flip a pancake. And this shut off. I believe these are the right colors for flipping a pancake. And let's make sure it starts at 0. It does. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just can't wait for flip a pancake, so I'm going to hit stop. And change it back to 10 seconds. Everything reset. And start it over again. And if this works, we are going to claim success for the moment. And there it is, back on. Stop. Bonk. 10 push-ups. Bonk. Everything's behaving very well. Okay, so we have, I believe, the basics for making a graphic user interface for this timer. So let's go ahead and unlock our patcher. Well, actually, I want to show you something first. Come down here and click on this. It's sort of like an easel picture frame. You go ahead and click on it, and it erases all of your work. No, that is not at all what it does. It is presentation mode, and you don't have anything in presentation mode. Click it again, and everything's back. So let's get our inspector out here. I'm going to move it over a little bit closer, and unlock our patcher. And I'm just going to highlight the start and the stop. Okay? And then go over to our patcher, our inspector, and say include in presentation. You notice there's nothing there yet. So now we go ahead and include them. Let's go back over here and go to presentation mode. There it is. They are now part of presentation mode. Look, you have start and you have stop. What else do you need? Start and stop. Well, you do need a couple things, right? So one of the things we need is to know when this thing is going to get done. So let's highlight this, say include in presentation. We have to be able to set it, right? So let's go ahead and put that in presentation. And hey, that might be enough for the moment. Let's go ahead, click here to get out of the inspector and put it back in presentation mode. All right, so notice that this is still unlocked. So let's come here, put that there, put this here, put this here. And lock it. And there it is. So we can now say start. Can't tell anything going on. What's going on? I don't like it. I can't tell that anything's going on. But after 10 seconds or so, we are hoping, look at that. So it finally happened. And now if we hit stop, that turns off. And now if we hit 10 push-ups, we could probably go again, but I'm just going to say, let us fix the problem of not knowing that anything is going on. See this guy here, when it's running, I'm just turning this on. See that running? I love that. So unlocking our patcher, we go over here, we get this thing, put it in presentation mode, come back here, put this whole thing in presentation mode, and there it is. Convenient, right? Well, the nice thing is that, let's move that up there. Notice we're still unlocked, right? So we go ahead and put that up there, slide that in there. So nice. And now we lock our patcher. And now we say 10 push-ups, 10 seconds, excuse me, start. This thing starts blinking away, and we can almost keep track of it. And when we get to the end, ba-bing, it works. So, did you notice though that when you're when you're in patching mode rather than presentation mode, I'm going to take it out of presentation mode and watch what happens. Everything goes back to where it was, right? So when you put something in presentation mode, you can decide by unlocking it in presentation mode where you want everything. Oh, I like that big thing up on the top, and I want all these down here, and that doesn't look very good, blah, 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 blah. Pull these down here, right? So, but now, take it out of presentation mode, goes back to where it was. Put it in presentation mode, now that's where it's going to remember it, right? So that's presentation mode, and and that gets us a step closer toward making our super slick timer. And I'm gonna leave some fancying up for the next tutorial, but enjoy your timer. Think about the times you might like to stick in here, and patch well. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.